Ladies, welcome to the very first episode of Girl Talk.
Girl Talk.
We are super pumped about it.
Woo.
Glad to be here. My name is Sawyer, for those of you who maybe missed Monday Night Mentions last week, and this is my friend, Lexie.
Hello.
I know I mentioned that my friend Liz is going to be my co-host, but this week is actually her birthday, so Lexie
You get me.
jumped in. Yes, we're so glad to have you.
Thank you.
So Lexie, for those that are watching that maybe don't know you or what you do in transit, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Lexie. I have the amazing privilege of getting to be on the team with Transit, which is so much fun because we get to hang out with middle schoolers like y'all all the time, and it's great. And I get to plan events and baptisms and camps and all that fun stuff. And it's great, and I love it. And I'm also married to my best friend in the entire world, Travis. He's the best, and I don't know, I like to sing and play music and hang out with friends and my family and all that fun stuff.
I don't know about you, but I always make up random little songs about things.
All the time.
Like the other day I was hanging out with a friend and we were just on a hike and I forget what he had said, but it was just this random sentence, and so I just started making up a song about it.
Obviously,
And
what else
he kind
do
of
you
laughed
do?
and he was like, "Is that a real song or?"
You're like,
are you
"It is
making this
now."
up?" Like, it's my own song. But yes, we love
right
it.
here.
Oh yes, we love
Singing
rhyming
all the time.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Well, I thought we'd play a little game today.
Let's do it.
This is a game that I've never played before, so we're gonna roll with it. But
Let's
it's
go.
called Shouting Charades.
Okay.
And instead of, typically you're gonna act out charades, but this is actually, you cannot act it out. You're going to say what you would do. Does that make sense? So like saying your actions.
Got it.
Does that make sense?
Got it.
Okay.
Got it. Why don't you go
we're
first?
We're gonna see how many, I'll start, but we're gonna see how many we can get in like a minute.
So we're working together. Okay,
yes. Great. So for those of you watching, if you want to like drop a chat in the chat, like what you think it is, if you get it before
if you can get
we
it
do,
before us. Yeah, that's perfect.
All right,
I love it.
Let's get a timer on the clock. I'm nervous.
You got this.
All right, I'm gonna sit on my hands.
Okay.
Sit on your hands.
Well, how are you? Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Okay. So I'm standing up.
Okay.
But I'm putting my two hands in front of me, and they're kind of like turned a little bit, like hunched over, and I'm like squatting just a little bit, and I'm jumping.
Okay,
I'm
so you're
jumping.
standing, your hands are in front of you,
Yep.
and you're jumping and you're squatting.
Yep, like just a little squat, but I'm like jumping, I'm hopping around.
Jumping jacks?
No, okay, now my hands are on my head.
Okay.
They're like pointing up.
Okay.
Like, like a little cone on my head, and I'm
Are
jumping
you a
around.
princess? No, a cone on your. Are you a gnome?
I'm like, okay, I'm like twitching my nose. I can't do it. I'm twitching
you
my nose. No.
Is it like an action or is it a person?
I can't tell you, right?
Oh, great! You can't tell me. I don't know. I mean, I feel like you should tell me.
I mean, I'm actually like I'm.
Okay. So your hands are in front of you. You're standing up, and then your hands. Are you dancing?
I'm jumping. I'm like
you're jumping.
Yes.
We failed that. I'm so sorry. I think if y'all been tracking with us on Instagram, Gina and I played charades once, and I'm really bad at it. So maybe I should have told you that before we started. Can we give it another try?
Yes, we can do a different one. Should we do a different one? Do you want to try?
Yeah, because maybe you're gonna be a better guesser than me.
Right.
Okay. So we're at the beach, and I'm not allowed to do that, but that's okay. We're just gonna move on. I'm kneeling on the ground, and I have my hands in front of me, and I'm shaping some shapes.
Are you building a sandcastle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, you're so good at this. Yes! Okay, you go. Okay.
All right. So I'm like moving my arms over my head.
Are you dancing?
Like my right arm and then my left arm, and then I keep going.
Jumping jacks.
No, I'm like
exercising.
Okay, now I'm taking my right hand and I'm plugging my nose.
Swimming.
Yes,
Diving.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm standing and my feet are apart and my knees are slightly bent, and then I swing my hands back and then I swing forward. At something on the ground, and it like I'm holding my hands. This is so hard. I'm holding my hands, and then I swing with my back, and then I swing forward. I feel like you should get that one. That's pretty much what I would do. No, not baseball. I think think our film crew knows. They got this one.
What
Golfing.
Oh, okay,
it was my fault.
okay.
I'm gonna blame all of this on me. Should we like give it one more try?
I've got one more.
Okay,
Do you
great.
want to try to finish them off?
Let's do it.
All right,
All right. This is the round.
Okay, you have one too, right?
Yep.
Just one? Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, man. Okay, my feet are shoulder width apart.
Okay, shoulder width apart.
And my arms are kind of slightly bent, and my hands are in fists.
Okay.
Right in front of me.
My hands are in fists.
And I'm squatting just a little bit, and I'm like...
Are you about to be catapulted? Like, I'm
No,
picturing Flynn
no,
Rider
I'm like-
in Tangled.
I'm moving my hands, and I'm like pushing myself.
Are you about to do a back handspring or a front
And I'm
flip?
kind of like leaning to the right or to the left.
Driving? Are you driving?
No, but it's like my feet are shoulder width apart, so a lot of weight is happening on my
Are you
feet.
doing squats?
Nope. No.
No.
I'm like, okay, now I'm pushing. I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
with my hands.
I'm so sorry that I'm so
It's
bad
okay.
at
See if
this.
you can get yours. See if you can get yours.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have my hands over my eyes and I'm searching. I'm looking everywhere and I don't know. This is Finding Nemo. I don't know how to act that out. That's a movie.
Mine was skiing.
I guess it could have been like the crane but I don't know what I'm allowed. Like, what could I have talked in an Australian accent? Like, we're searching in the sea.
Can you do that in
That's not
normal
Australian.
charades?
No, you can't talk in charades.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
Anyway,
think
this
I
was
would
fun.
10 out of
This
10
was so
recommend
much
this
fun.
game.
Yes.
This was a
You can do it at
blast.
home. Send us your videos.
Please, oh my gosh, that would be the
Yes,
best.
yes.
I love it.
So much fun. Well,
It's a
thanks
great
for
game.
playing this.
Yep.
What I'd really love to ask you now,
Yeah.
since we've got some girls
We're warmed
watching
up.
in middle schools, like
Yeah.
what were you like in middle school?
Oh my gosh. And okay, so in middle school, it wasn't that long ago for me. It was 10 to 12 years. I feel like in middle school I was like the same. I was this similar as I am now, but like a much less confident version of myself. If that
Okay.
makes any sense.
Okay.
Like I liked
Yeah.
the same things. I was in
Right.
theater and I ran track and I loved singing. But middle school was really hard for me, especially. I don't know if anyone else feels the same way because I know homeschooling is really popular right now. It wasn't super popular when I was.
Yes.
Yeah, so you were homeschooled, you
Yeah.
know this. So I was homeschooled up until 7th grade, which
Okay.
was, for us, middle school, started with 7th grade. And I have 4 older sisters, so like
wow.
at home, I knew exactly who I was. Like I made my parents and my sisters laugh all the time. I was the funny one. I think I was everyone's favorite. Some of my sisters might think differently, but Mom, Dad, if you're watching, clearly I'm the favorite. But then I got to school and I feel like I had to act a certain way or dress a certain way, say certain things to fit in. And that was really hard going from like, I know exactly who I am at home to at school I have to, put on this persona sometimes. And I think because of that, what I struggled with in middle school with identity, that followed me into high school and college, and even now sometimes. Like the other day I was talking to the team and I was opening up about, I'm like, gosh, sometimes I feel like I don't have any purpose, and I know that's not true. But I can like get in this hole and stuff, and that like dates all the way back to middle school. But what I have to do is like constantly remind myself who I am to God, because He is the one who gives me purpose. Because if I look for it in like the scores I get in track and the parts that I get in theater or all of those things, I'm never gonna find I'm never gonna be perfect, but in God's eyes.
Right.
I don't know, does that make sense?
No, it does. And I know for me, when I was in middle school, I was really big into theater too.
Yeah.
But I never seemed to fit in the normal mold of like I'm outgoing, I can do improv, like I was super shy, like wanted to do my own thing. So I was in the background so often, like whether it was dancing or singing, like I was still doing the things I loved, but I was always in the background. And I love that even in the season where I wasn't, in the spotlight, God was still building my character and confidence. So He doesn't take your seasons and He doesn't waste them. Like He's always going to use them,
good.
even if it doesn't look like what you want it to, right?
Because in that moment, I'm sure you didn't feel like, yeah, God is using this season.
Right.
It's hard to remember that.
For sure.
That's
and
so
even
good.
like what I studied in college was communications, and it's similar to theater in the way that you're performing in front of people, essentially.
Sure, yeah.
And that like I'm up there talking and it's all me. So then the attention was on me when I was in school. So it's like what I was learning in middle school actually helped me for what I learned in college, and how that's prepped me for now, So
wow,
I
that's
love
awesome.
that. Super cool.
So in middle school, you're like building who you are going to be, which is so cool.
Even if you think it's all over the place, like
I was all
It's
over
on
the place in
purpose,
middle school.
yeah.
Literally, I remember being like, I could probably play basketball because all my friends wanted me to, and I was tall even back then. And then I like played for a couple years, and I'm so bad at basketball. But that was like kind of an opportunity to learn a little bit more about myself. And now I'm like, you know, I'm not good at basketball. I'm gonna stick in my lane of singing and playing piano. And
like, this is what I know.
but it's okay because middle school is an opportunity to learn more about yourself.
For sure. What
So
you
it's so
like,
fun.
what you don't like.
I love that.
So
That's great.
looking forward, like to the girls that are watching, what advice would you give them if they're in middle school and they're kind of struggling with
Gosh, that's great. I mean, I think for me, I wish, and I'm sure someone told me this to be yourself, but I really, really wish that I had believed that a little bit more, that I am completely accepted for who I am right now.
Right.
God created these gifts and talents, and even if I don't look the same as my friend or my sisters, God made me this way, and so He wants you to be yourself, and you're gonna be accepted for that. So I guess just be yourself.
Own yourself. Yes.
Yeah.
Love
be
it.
silly, make up songs, be crazy.
Because that's what people
Or
love.
be shy, or introverted, or read books, be you.
Yes.
So that would be my advice.
Yes, we love it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining, Lexie. We
Thank you for
loved
having me.
getting to know you.
And for dealing with my really
Oh my
poor
goodness.
game skills.
We had so much fun. So
That's
much
okay.
fun.
I love it. Thanks for having me.
Well, next week we will have Liz on the show, and I'm super excited about what we're going to do. So thank you for watching, and we will see you next week.